you wanted to take a break from what you're very, very good and successful at.
Yeah.
Because creative people have lots of ways they're creative.
Which brings us to our big announcement today. This is a big announcement that you're about to make. Your fans are desperate.
Big announcement, you guys.
Okay, so what is it?
Okay, so I've been making music for a long time. I just want to take a little creative break so I can come back to it in a couple of years and feel refreshed. When I was 9 years old, I started to do musical theater, and I've been obsessed ever since. Went to college for it, studied it. I am making my Broadway debut July 3rd in Natasha, Pierre and The Great Comet of 1812, which had the most Tony nominations.
It
the Tonys.
12,
it's
I think.
Amazing. It's this immersive, really cool take on a love story that happens in War and Peace.
I went to see that big Broadway belt stuff.
No, that's the whole reason why I was so drawn to this role. I went to go see the show. And Britton Ashford, who's the woman who plays the role of Sonya, she's got this really beautiful, interesting voice. And it's not a traditional musical theater like that kind of thing, which I don't have. And as much as I love musical theater, I have never felt like I've seen a show and seen a character and said, hey, I can do that.
I could do.
And it was like, it actually made me cry. I was like, I am so drawn to this role. And I was like, whenever she's taking a break, let me know. And so she's taking a little hiatus. I'm coming in for 5 weeks only. Perfect. Very short, very, you got to get your tickets now because it's going to be over before it even begins.
It's like lickety split.
And
limited.
Limited,
The show's
very limited.
Right?
Show goes on. Show goes on. Britton will come back. And I was just so drawn to it, and I'm so excited. It's unlike anything else. It's literally unlike anything else on Broadway right now.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.